What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm Leigh Anne on Breakfast Leftovers, and oh my goodness, it has been a while. That's because I've been globetrotting and doing the shenanigans as per usual, but also getting you the best of content. So, what you can expect from now on Breakfast Leftovers is a bunch of very random and weird things, which is basically the normal. But anywho, I can tell you that before I left, I actually did make a podcast on the day just before I left, and I think this is when they had released these new regulations on wearing the mask and so forth. But it's not the recent ones where you totally don't have to wear it at all in any place whatsoever, because before then and now, I think it's a period about a month, if I'm not mistaken. So most likely that's going to be the first podcast that's going to drop off. But the importance about listening to that podcast is to help you with antibiotics and what they can do for you, and also certain foods as well. Because what's been going on is well, I meant antibacterial stuff, as well as things like that that'll help you with this cold season that's been taking place, because it's hot one moment and the next moment it is cold, and it's like on and off, on and off, on and off, and we've had so much rain as well. So you can imagine all the kind of bacteria that are like flying around in the air. And I've also realized that there's a whole bunch of things that are going on, like coughing starts at a certain time nowadays. It's like at 5 o'clock, the kids start coughing or people start coughing. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like something got injected in the air, and all of a sudden everyone's like, it's very weird. But as I mentioned, a whole bunch of stuff is going to come through on the podcast. So I'm very happy to be back. Yay! And I'm so happy to be having a conversation with you because I've missed you insanely. Okay? Like insane in my brain. Insane in the brain. But I really have. And like I said, I've gone globetrotting and I saw a bunch of stuff, and I managed to get to speak to a couple of creatives, a couple of awesome people all around the places that I've gone to and all the things that I've done. So don't be surprised, you're gonna just find some random stuff going on in the podcast. So one thing I can guarantee you for real is that when you do hear the first podcast that I'm going to drop after, well, this message, just realize that this is taken before the lifting of the mask and all that stuff. So that's gonna be like a flashback for you. But the beauty about that podcast, as I mentioned earlier on, is that there's also like a bunch of awesome things that you can do to keep yourself healthy throughout this winter period, because that's really what it was about. It's about keeping you healthy, making sure that your well-being is in check, making sure that you're eating well, making sure that you're taking care of self. So that's gonna come up just after I drop this, and I'm so excited to be back. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. And you're gonna notice like there's gonna be something that happens in between some of the podcasts which will like completely get you, well, you'll see, man, you'll hear, you'll see, you'll hear, you'll do all of those things, hear and see, because there's a bunch of stuff that I've added on there. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some cool breaks in between, but these breaks are also gonna be super duper fun, and it's gonna be something that we can all do together, and to keep us interacting. So of course, make sure that you go on to the Alterna Rose page, which is a channel rather, on YouTube, and subscribe, as well as make sure that you also like the podcasts that when I put them up, please, that'll be nice, and share them as well, and subscribe, like ring that bell so that you can be the first one to get notifications when I drop a podcast. And the other awesome thing that you can do is you can join the Facebook group Urban Branch, and but you can search there Breakfast Leftovers with Leigh Anne, and you'll find it. There's also a page. You can also like the page, and I'll also keep you updated on cool things that are happening, like events and stuff like that, where I'll be emceeing, and where I'll be taking, you know, part in, so to speak. But it's gonna be fun, okay? It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm at Rose Jock on Twitter, and I'm also on Insta as Dame Rose underscore yo. Like, yo, man, And it's a dame because, I'm a dame. Like, come on, I'm a dame, right? But anyway, so make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you join those pages and those groups, and make sure you tell everybody about it. And if there's anything at all that you want me to do, talk about subjects that you feel are not really discussed and added on there, do the right thing and just, do that. Okay? For myself first, Leigh Anne. See you in a bit. Ciao.